You don't lack ambition, you lack a system that can survive your laziness. That's the truth most people avoid because you want more. You think about it constantly. A better life, stronger mindset, bigger results. But when it's time to act, you stall, you delay, you say, I'll do it tomorrow. And tomorrow becomes your identity. Here's the uncomfortable question. What if laziness isn't your weakness, but your strategy failing you? Ambition is emotional. It's exciting, intense, addictive. It lives in your head. But execution is mechanical. It's boring, repetitive, and doesn't care how you feel. And when emotion meets reality, reality wins. Every time. That's why you feel like two different people. The one who dreams and the one who avoids. And most advice makes it worse. It tells you to work harder or stay disciplined. But that only works if you're already capable of consistency. You're not yet. And that's okay. Because the problem isn't doing the work. The problem is starting the work. Your brain is wired to avoid effort. It wants comfort, not challenge. So when you set big, intense plans, your brain resists. Not because you're weak, but because the plan feels too heavy for your current identity. So stop trying to act like a disciplined person. Instead, build a system that works with your laziness. Make things easier to start. If you want to study, don't aim for 3 hours. Aim to open the book. Read one page. That's it. It sounds small, even pointless. But your brain doesn't resist small. And once you start, continuing becomes easier. And even if you stop early, you still win. Because you showed up. And showing up builds identity. You don't rise to your goals. You fall to your systems. If your system depends on motivation, you'll fail. Because motivation fades, but systems stay. So ask a better question. How can I make this easier to start? That's the shift. Because lazy people don't need pressure. They need low resistance. Think about how easily you pick up your phone. No hesitation, no effort. Because it's easy. That's why you do it. So the real game isn't forcing hard work. It's making important work feel easy enough to begin. This is where laziness becomes an advantage. Lazy people naturally avoid unnecessary effort. They look for shortcuts. And if used correctly, that becomes power. Because success isn't about doing more, it's about removing friction. Prepare your environment. Reduce decisions. Lower the starting point. Make it so easy you can't say no. Because action doesn't come from intensity, it comes from accessibility. If something is easy to start, you'll do it even on your worst days. And those are the days that matter most. Anyone can work when they feel good. Real progress happens when they don't. So ask yourself this, can your system survive your worst version? If yes, you win. Because consistency beats everything. Not perfection, not motivation, consistency. And here's the turning point. At first, you lower the bar just to start. But over time, your identity changes. You go from someone who tries to someone who shows up. And once showing up becomes normal, effort increases naturally. You don't force it anymore. You grow into it. That's the real transformation. Not lazy to disciplined overnight, but resistance to rhythm. From I'll do it tomorrow to I already started. And once you feel that shift, everything changes. Because action stops feeling heavy, it starts feeling natural. And momentum takes over. So stop waiting to feel ready. Stop building unrealistic plans. Start small. Start easy. Just start. Because once you do, it rarely stops. And the person you're trying to become, it begins the moment you stop saying tomorrow.